You'd be surprised when certain things come back to your remembrance. Like, I remember I was visiting my mother in a nursing home, and my niece Monica, I miss her. But I was talking to her about working out, and I was telling her I got real bad back problems and stuff, and I'd be hurting. And I was talking to her, and she said, "Man, you gotta press past the pain. That's the only way you gonna do this. You gotta press past the pain." Cause I'd be like, also I'm like, man, I don't have no energy. But I do want to say, I'm not gonna say exactly. Maybe some people know, some people don't. But I go to a program 5 days a week, and on a couple of them days we be having outings on the train and the bus, and I do walk with a walker. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I do go, when I come home, I be so burnt out. Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and coming home at maybe about 2 or 3, and then having to cook and prepare for the next day. But it's not all the way that time is the issue, but the fact that for my size and the fact that I'm on a lot of medication, I'll be tired. I do a lot of walking, but I just be like, if I'm not tired, then I'm in hella pain. But I do remember T. Clark saying on one of her posts that um, if you have to cry, curse, scream, just curse. And she was like, just, if I remember correctly, I glanced through it because I was just browsing on my news feed, and she was like, just get it done. So that's where I'm at right now. I couldn't tell you how far I walked today, but I do know that I did almost 9,000 steps today without my walker, without my cane. And that was true pain for me. And so I took me to traumadol, and I'm just trying to tell myself, man, you can't be afraid of the pain. And depression can play a factor too on whether or not you have the energy. Because I have found myself lately, even with juicing and making smoothies lately, to be forcing myself to walk or move. But I'm just having a better outlook, because I was at another point of giving up again. But I'm like, this is a war. I got my ammunition, and I'm gonna have to fight this thing, because I'm tired of being in pain, and I just gotta look at the bigger picture. It's gonna be one day that what I do, somebody else do will be my warm up one day. But as far as worrying about that, I have to worry about myself. But I have to get excited about this thing. I have to damn near become obsessed with this thing. And I do have a slight obsession with the knowledge of what eating healthy does for you and what exercising does for you. It's becoming a lot easier to eat healthier. It's becoming easier to drink water, because I'm focusing more on how food make me feel as opposed to how it tastes. And it can be overwhelming. Food logging is not my thing. I remember Shay said something one time about, man, sometimes people, being a vegan ain't everybody's thing. Being a a food tracker ain't always everybody's thing. Being a CrossFit person ain't always everybody's thing. So I mean, I've never really been good with logging stuff or counting calories. And then like sometimes certain things will be discouraging. I do get discouraged because of the medicines, but uh, I just gotta keep fighting. And for those that are going through the same thing as me, I encourage y'all to keep fighting. They got some people that can't even get out the bed. Even though I've had those days where I was mentally in prison, I just have to wake up and look forward to this thing. Not expecting to see results, but just to enjoy the journey itself. I gotta do this thing.